Welcome to Seattle College's international programs and our show Conversations With, where we talk to people that help you understand how you too can be an international student in the United States and why Seattle Colleges should be your first choice. We'll talk to students and staff and agents and government folks, all kinds of people about what you can expect when you're getting ready to apply or travel here, what you'll experience while you're with us, and how it can all lead to an amazing life. Don't forget to check out the Seattle College's International Programs website at intl.seattlecolleges.edu, where you can find a treasure trove of information about the school, the programs here, and best of all, fill out and submit your application. Again, that's intl.seattlecolleges.edu. Hey everybody, welcome back to Seattle College's Conversations With. We are here at Seattle Central College again. I need to get out to North and South a little more this quarter. I just haven't done it much, but I'm really excited because this is our first guest from the UAE. Welcome. Why don't you tell everybody who you are, where you're from exactly in the UAE, and then maybe what you're studying.
My name is Rounak. Rounak Sudan is my full name. I'm from India, but born and brought up in Dubai.
Nice.
UAE. And right now I'm doing my associate's degree at Seattle Central.
In what subject?
I'm doing currently accounting.
Oh, you're an accounting student. Yes, you like the numbers.
For now.
For now, okay. So how long have you been here?
I've been here for 2 years now.
2 years?
Yeah.
So do you graduate soon?
I graduate soon.
Wow, very cool. So will you go to the graduation ceremony at the baseball stadium at the end of the spring quarter?
Maybe. I still have to decide whether I'm going or not. But is it mandatory to?
It's not mandatory, but I highly recommend it. It's much cooler than you think it is.
Okay.
There's a huge crowd of people graduating, which is great. You get to go into the baseball park, which is really cool. Have you been to a Mariners game?
I have not. I don't know a thing about baseball.
Oh, well, it's similar to cricket.
Okay.
Are you a cricket fan?
I do play. I did play for Dubai for a while.
Oh, what?
For a bit. Yeah.
That's cool. So, it's similar, not exactly the same, but roughly. So it's a great experience to be able to go there and check it out. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
And any of you guys that are out there listening that are studying currently at Seattle Colleges, recommend you go to your graduation. It's kind of a unique thing. I know it's just your first 2 years of university, but it's still kind of a milestone. You've completed those first 2 years. It's fun to celebrate. I went to mine because I went to a community college, and I really loved it. My mom came out, and she came to the graduation.
Fantastic.
It was great.
Awesome.
Let's go back to when you first started. You said that you were born in UAE.
Yes.
So you must have been born, went back to India, and then came back to UAE?
No.
How did that work?
I was born in Dubai. I started my schooling there.
Okay.
There was a point where I went back to India for 3 years.
Okay.
Which was for boarding school.
Ah.
I did boarding school in India, and then I came back to Dubai and completed my high school.
Right.
In Dubai.
So why didn't you finish boarding school, and did you not like going to school in India?
I did like it, but it was not where I wanted to complete my studies.
Oh, okay.
That was just a choice I had made to come back.
All right, fair enough.
But yeah, those 3 years were really beneficial.
Oh, good. In what way?
In India, I didn't really have a lot of family in the area I was staying in. Where my boarding school was, it was like in a jungle hill station sort of.
Was that like northeast?
Location. Yeah.
Like Darjeeling area?
Yeah, well, close to that.
Okay.
It was similar. We had there was a forest. It was up in like a jungle sort of environment.
Okay.
And it really helped with independence. Because I was on my own. I was living with friends, basically. So it really helped with independence and communication.
So when you were there, How old were you? What were your ages?
I don't remember the exact age, but it was grade sixth grade to 8th grade.
Okay, so junior high, basically.
Yeah.
Cool. And then you came back to the UAE. And when you were in the UAE, did you do private or public school?
I did. I went to a private school. It was a very interesting experience because I was in a white school, so there were not a lot of locals like Arabs, like a lot of people expect. There are a few, but there's definitely more of an international population there.
Oh, that's cool.
In the education system.
Well, which school was it?
I went to a number of schools. I went to the school called Dwight School Dubai.
I know that school, yeah.
And then I went to GEMS Modern Academy, which is where I graduated from.
Nice. What kind of a curriculum did they have there?
IB.
Oh, okay. Very good.
IB is a curriculum. It's pretty hard.
Is it pretty hard?
And it prepares you well.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Future, yeah. So it's good.
Cool. And when I don't know much about that. I mean, when you guys graduate, do they have a graduation ceremony?
Yeah. There was a graduation ceremony with like the robes and the hat and everything.
Cool.
Which was pretty cool, yeah.
Nice. So you're graduating from there and you're making a decision about what to do next. Did you always know you wanted to be an international student, or was someone just saying, hey, you should go do this?
It was people mainly said, hey, go do this.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know I was gonna end up here. I didn't even know like Seattle was a huge place until I started researching about this college. I actually started university already before I came.
Oh, you did?
I started.
Oh, in UAE,
yeah.
Dubai?
Yeah. But I left halfway through because I found Seattle Central.
Ah, cool.
And my friend who goes here recommended me. And I was like, I should check it out because I've always wanted to study in the U.S. So this was an opportunity for me and I took it.
So your friend is also from the UAE?
No, he's from India.
Oh, he's from India.
And he's lived in India his whole life. But our mothers are like best friends.
Ah, very cool.
Sort of. So we know we existed. We just didn't talk as much.
Right.
Because we were in different countries.
And is he still, or did he graduate from Seattle Central?
He's still in Seattle Central.
Is he really? Cool. What's he studying?
He's studying business as well. So
very cool.
Yeah.
So you guys are hanging out together? Do you like share an apartment or?
No, we don't share an apartment, but we see each other quite often.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you do for housing?
I live in a student apartment in U District. Student building.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Dude,
really
that's
useful.
Cool part of town.
Yeah, I have roommates who went to North Seattle College.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. We North's actually probably a little closer to U District than Central.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe not. It's 2 subway stops from U District to get here.
Yeah.
1 to get to, no, 2 would be 2 to get to North.
Yeah.
So I guess it's in the middle.
The same. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Did you consider North as well, or did you just say no?
I went to North, and I didn't like it as much.
Okay.
Because I do like the more modern look of this branch
of Central.
Yeah. So I prefer this.
Well, Central, I mean, each campus has their own personality. So if you're out there considering Seattle colleges, but you're not sure which campus to go to, look on our website, look at our YouTube page. We have tours, virtual tours you can do. North is just a different feel, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Some students love North and they swear by it. Others like Central. It's down in the heart of the city, so a lot of coffee shops and stuff like that.
Depends what you prefer.
Right.
Yeah.
So you did do a couple classes there? Or a whole quarter?
In North?
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, you didn't do anything?
I just went there for a tour and
gotcha.
Decided I'm going to come to Central.
Very cool. So when you applied, so let's go back. You said, all right, I'm going to go there to Seattle. Did you apply to any of the other schools in the Seattle area or just to Seattle?
Just Central.
Cool. And then once you got your acceptance letter and your I-20, you had to do a visa interview, yeah?
Yeah.
And you did that in which city?
I did that in the capital of UAE called Abu Dhabi,
Okay.
which is where they have the U.S. embassy.
Right, right. It's not very far, right?
It's like a 2 hour,
Oh, is it?
almost 3 hour drive.
Oh, I thought it was much closer. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're quite far apart, but yeah, I did the interview over there.
Are there trains between Dubai and Abu Dhabi? Can you take a train?
Not that I know.
Not that you know. Okay. So you went there. How long did it take from the time you got your I-20 and you set up the appointment to the time you actually did the appointment? Was it?
It was around, I would say, 15 days.
Oh, that's not very long.
Yeah,
That's great.
it didn't take long. Then they were quite fast with the whole thing,
Right.
so it was great.
That's way faster than in India. In India, it can be like 60 days or
Oh
something,
yeah,
even
yeah.
longer
I've
sometimes.
heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 15 days, that's very fast. And then tell me about your visa interview experience.
It was surprisingly easy.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
A lot of people told me that, oh, they're gonna ask you this, they're gonna ask me that. I'm like, I'm not worried about it. Like, and they're not gonna ask me like super hard questions. It's just simply easy questions, and I think my communication skills are good enough that I can handle the questions they throw at me.
Right. What did they ask you?
They were just like, how long are you planning to stay there? Where are you from? Do you have any family there?
No, they
Anything.
did.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Did they ask you about why Seattle colleges?
No, they just said like, are you going to study? Which college?
Okay,
I was like, I just told them Seattle Central.
cool. Did they have lights on above you and guys with dark sunglasses?
No, they were just like booths.
okay.
One by one, and they just ask you
Sure.
through a speaker.
And so you got your visa on your first try?
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo. So then they issue you your visa, and then how long from the time you got your visa till the time you got on an airplane?
There was a lot of back and forth during that time, but I'm not sure of the exact time, but it didn't take very long.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of had to get your bags packed.
Yeah, because I had to like get here before the quarter started. I actually got here late.
Oh, you did?
I started my quarter.
I remember seeing you when you first got here, but I don't remember you being late. When did...
I signed up for classes late. I think I attended
okay.
the orientation and everything,
Yeah, I saw you at orientation.
but I signed up for my classes late. So
Okay.
it was hard to find classes that I would, get into.
Yeah. So once you get accepted, it's a good idea to, well, you have to do an intent to enroll. I think you have to say, yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah.
And then you can get registered, or they'll get you registered for your classes. So if you wait, it's sometimes tough. But you were able to get a full schedule.
Yeah. I initially started with 4 classes. I wasn't.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. That's why now I'm taking 3.
Yeah, it's too much.
Because at the start I was like, I can do this, 4 classes, no problem. And then I was like, maybe should tone it down a bit.
Yeah, that's cool. What were your classes that you took that first quarter?
I took drama.
Oh, cool.
Which was interesting.
Yeah.
I took math. I took multicultural communications.
Oh.
And I took something else I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you take drama with Verinda? She's been on the show too.
No.
She's a theater major.
I know she's also from India, I've heard, and
Yeah.
no, I didn't take it with her.
Oh, okay. I wondered.
But the teacher I had it with was really fun.
Yeah?
It was a fun experience.
Did you have to actually act in a play or anything?
I did participate in a play.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I was a zombie. I played a zombie.
That's awesome.
I didn't get any major roles. I did get a dancing role, and I played a zombie.
Dancing Zombies.
Yeah.
What was the name of this play?
I think Summer Holiday Zombies, something like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Never heard of it, but that's cool.
It was really fun, actually. It was really, it was a fun experience to be.
Did you have a lot of people come and see the play?
Yeah, we had, in the Edison building, actually.
Right.
We had quite a few people who came and saw the place.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think they do plays every quarter, or maybe once in the fall, once in the spring. I'm not sure.
I think it was just once in the spring.
Okay.
That's when I attended it, and that's it.
Yeah. It's always great. I mean, I think taking drama or acting or speech classes are really great because no matter what you do in life, whether you're an accountant or a doctor, it doesn't matter. You're going to need to communicate with people and, push you out of your comfort zone.
I agree with you so much because I learned that really, I feel like I learned that recently. Communication is very important.
Yeah.
And if you don't have communication skills, I recommend you try to get some or learn because you really need that in today's world too.
Yeah, I mean, in interviews, you're going to have to express yourself and talk to people you don't know, which can be nerve-wracking. Presenting findings for things you do. Yeah, it's just a great class. So drama is a fun way to do it, and it's a good experience for your resume.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, cool. So you did that first, and then you've been here 2 years. When did you really start getting into the accounting kinds of meaty classes, the ones that were really getting into accounting?
In Seattle Central or just generally? I started off the quarter quite easily. I eased into it. I didn't go straight into accounting or business statistics. Economics because I wanted to settle in first.
Good idea.
It's the first time I'm moving with everything I have to this country. India was a thing, but India I could still have some point of contact. Over here, there's nobody. So I wanted to settle in, get to know people, and then once I got the rhythm of things, I could get into my harder, more mentally challenging classes.
Challenging classes,
yeah. Which is accounting because I'm not particularly good with numbers. I'm actually better with communication or economics. Economics is more up my alley than
cool.
Yeah.
So do you think you'll stick with accounting or do you think you'll switch to economics?
I'm pretty sure I'm going to switch. Okay. No offense to accounting students.
No, not at all.
Of course.
But one of the beautiful things about coming to college is discovering what you're good at.
And I've had quite the journey with deciding what I'm going to do in the future. So.
Right. Yeah, never feel bad about that. It's good while you're young to figure out what you like, what you're good at. Because if you end up spending the rest of your life working in that field, it would be nice to enjoy it.
Definitely agree with you.
Yeah. And the cool thing, I criticize the U.S. for a lot of things, but one of the things I think we do really well is giving students the opportunity to explore. Other countries kind of lock you into something, and that's kind of where you go. But here, if you don't like what you're doing, just switch majors or try something else. It's nice. I mean, it can cost you money. It can cost you a little time, but better to spend a little extra time and money than to be in the wrong field.
Yeah, I think other countries also do that. But with here, I've definitely experienced that.
Cool.
A change in courses or subjects.
Yeah. Nice. So you are you're here. You're taking accounting classes. You're getting ready to graduate. Where do you want to go after you're done here? Do you have a school that you're going to transfer to in mind?
I've been wrestling for a little bit with that decision because I was wondering if I should go back to Dubai or if I should stay here and complete my bachelor's. Eventually, this actually was a recent decision that I made. I'm going to go back to Dubai.
You are? Cool.
Honestly, the reason for that is Seattle is a great place. And I feel like technologically it's very advanced and it's good for people who love to code, who are into computer science. And I'm interested in that. It's a hobby of mine, but it's not what I'm pursuing. And what I'm pursuing is more towards business.
Yes.
And I feel, there's just a personal opinion.
Sure.
I feel that I can get better business opportunities back home in Dubai.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And I feel like Dubai is a very business-focused country.
Right.
Which I love.
That is true.
So I'm going to go back there and probably finish my bachelor's.
Very cool. No, that's great. The thing I love about interviewing students is everybody has different pathways of doing what they're going to do in life. And if you find going back to Dubai, that's very cool. I'm thrilled that you came to Seattle colleges so that you can get a good start. You do 2 years here. It's a great experience that you'll always be able to have. Will your credits that you got here transfer back to the UAE easily?
There are American universities in UAE.
Okay.
So they do take American credits. So
Perfect.
hopefully it'll be a smooth transition over to that.
Yeah. Have you talked with transfer advisors or anybody here about that process?
I've talked to my advisor about it.
Okay.
I've compiled like a list of universities, and
cool.
I'm going to go to them and be like, hey, this is what I got. What do you recommend?
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Excellent. So while you're on campus, have you been able to take advantage of like clubs or leadership positions or anything like that?
I have been able to take advantage of clubs. I was in a few clubs.
Oh, you were?
I think there was the weightlifting club. I was there for a small amount of time.
I think I've seen you down in the weight room maybe.
I go there not with the whole club. I'm not in the club anymore.
Okay.
But I still train. I still go to the gym. I think I was in the gaming club for a little bit too.
Oh, cool.
I was a part of the rock climbing club for a bit.
Didn't know we had one.
Yeah, but yeah.
Is it indoor rock climbing or outdoor rock climbing?
Indoor.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't stayed in any club for too long.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's good to sample things and see where. I'm curious. I have people ask me about places to work out, that kind of thing. Can you tell the audience about your experience over at the MAC Center, the Mitchell Activity Center?
Yeah, it's a fantastic. It's a great place to work out. They have a gym. They have a basketball court. They have pool tables, table tennis. They have a dance room, which can be also used as a martial arts room.
Right. They do yoga in there as well.
They do yoga. So yeah, play badminton, volleyball. I played volleyball with the volleyball team. That was fun.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you guys go and compete against anybody?
I wasn't in the team.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about the team.
Sure.
I did play with them.
Nice.
For like a practice session, and I go to the gym every day. So
yeah.
It's good.
I was glad you said that. I go to the gym fairly often, and I think the weight room's great.
Yeah.
That's good size. There's a lot of different options.
There's a squash court as well.
That's true. I forgot about that.
I play squash every now and then. So.
And are you finding other students who also play?
Squash?
Yeah. Is it easy to find them?
I haven't found anyone who plays squash.
Huh.
So I kind of have to I usually practice against the wall, which is...
Just by yourself, huh?
Yeah, which is honestly not that bad.
Yeah, no, that's not bad, but it is fun to play against somebody.
It would be, but no one here knows how to play squash. I don't think so.
I know how to play squash.
We can play some.
When I was in the Air Force, they had a beautiful activity center there as well. And when we would go, the racquetball courts were always being used, but the squash court was never being used because nobody knew how to play squash.
Yeah.
So my buddy and I, we got a book because there was no internet at the time. I'm old. We looked up the rules for squash and just taught ourselves how to play.
Really?
And then it was never a problem getting on the squash court. It's cool.
Wow.
It's a great sport. I like squash because the ball's a little bit dead. So when you hit it, it's very fast, but it's not like a racquetball where it just bounces everywhere. It's a little bit more...
We have to warm it up.
Yes.
To make it bounce a little more.
Yeah, but it doesn't bounce at all like a racquetball.
It doesn't bounce that much, yeah. But it's fun. It's really fun.
It's really cool.
I like the reach you get in it.
Yes.
That's really
Yeah, because the rackets are a little bit longer, yeah? Have you ever competed?
No, but I used to play a lot.
Yeah. No, we've got some really cool things at the Mitchell Activity Center. Check it out. As a student, you get it as part of your tuition and fees. Yeah. So you can just take your card over and swipe in, and you're good to go. Very cool. Any scholarships you were able to get while you were here?
The Project Baldwin was a project. Project Baldwin was a scholarship that helped me out a lot.
I forget that they have a scholarship. Tell us about your application and your award. How much did you get?
It's really good. It's run by a person called Eustace, who's very he's very easygoing. He explains everything to you in very easy to understand way. And I get an amount that they pay for my fees, which is $1,400.
Oh, that's great.
Which is pretty helpful.
Yeah.
And I think it's for students of color. And yeah, it's really beneficial.
Sure. I think they're pretty welcoming of everybody over there. I mean,
Yeah.
I know it's Project Baldwin is more for students of color, but I mean, I've seen everybody in there. They go
Yeah,
in.
it's welcoming for anyone.
It's just right across the hall down here. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's very easy to understand.
Yeah.
Not hard.
The other good thing about Project Baldwin is I think they hire student workers sometimes, don't they?
I'm not 100% sure of that.
Yeah. So if you're looking for work on campus, I think you could go and check in with them. And if they don't hire, they know people who do.
But the MAC does as well.
Yes, that's
the
true.
MAC hires quite a few students.
Did you work there?
I applied,
Okay.
but I didn't get the
Did
job.
you get the job? Did you apply anywhere else?
Yeah.
And you were able to secure student employment?
No, I applied in the student leadership building
Okay.
a few quarters back, but didn't get it.
Didn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is okay, you know. Rejection is a part of the process.
That's right. But we like it when we are able to help you guys find work.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for work on campus, we have the district office down the street. I don't know if you looked there or not, but sometimes they have jobs. We have each of the 3 campuses. So you could be a student at Central, but also find work at the North Campus or vice versa. So yeah, if you ask around pretty regularly, people will kind of point you in the right direction sometimes.
Yeah.
Did you apply for the foundation scholarship?
I have not. I've heard of it.
Yeah.
But I have not applied for it yet.
Right.
I still need to look into that more.
So the foundation scholarship is going to close. It's open for applications right now, but it closes mid-March. And since it looks like you're graduating, it wouldn't make any sense for you to apply at this point.
Yeah.
But that's too bad. Every January it opens up, and we encourage our students to apply because half the people who apply get the award, and so it's a good deal. But
Yeah.
all right, maybe will the schools in the UAE, if you transfer there from here, do they offer like transfer scholarships? Do you know?
I don't know, but when I started my university in Dubai, they did give me a scholarship.
Cool.
But it was based on the school I went to,
Right.
because the school that I graduated from was a very well-known school in the country. So.
Well, when you're doing your research, make sure you ask the schools that you're talking to if they offer a transfer scholarship. Let them know you went to school here.
I have sent them emails.
Cool.
So asking about that.
That's good. Hopefully they'll be able to help you out because I know some can be quite generous.
Yeah, they definitely can.
Is your GPA pretty good?
My GPA is,
And that'll help for sure. Well, really cool. So what do you do for fun then? Just hanging around Seattle?
Ever since I've come here, there's been a change in things I do because of the environment. You know, it's really different. It's not as hot.
That's true.
It's usually not as humid, and it's a good thing. So, but there also its fair share of downsides. Because of the rain. I don't like going out in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I prefer to stay in whenever it's raining, unless I have to go to the gym.
Right.
But otherwise, for fun, I hang out with my friends. I play sports sometimes. I'll do maybe voiceovers every now and then.
What?
Not like famous or anything, but like just here and there, like for fun.
Like commercials or?
No, I did a commercial when I was in an internship. I voiced over for the company.
That's cool.
For one of their ads, but I just do it for fun.
That's great.
But yeah, I would love to do it more often and maybe make something out of it if I could.
Absolutely. You get an agent and see if they can hook you up with some work.
Maybe.
Is there a community of filmmakers, digital content creators in Dubai where you could find that kind of work?
I don't know of any where I could find that work, but it's you definitely could find it if you did your research.
I would think so.
Yeah. But I just haven't researched it.
Fair enough. Well, I encourage you because A, you got a great voice, and B, if
Thank
you're
you.
interested in doing that and you have a little experience, that goes a long way.
Yeah.
That's cool. I
definitely
like
does.
that. What about being in front of a camera? Interested in that?
I don't have a problem with that. I do acting as a hobby as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I'm not very fond of it, but I do it every now and then.
Right.
Also a reason why I took the drama class.
Yes.
But I don't have a problem being in front of the camera.
There you go. So maybe someday you'll see him on the big screen. You just never know.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can do accounting or financial work for film productions. They're always looking for good people.
Never know.
You never know.
I guess we'll find out
Cool.
in a few years.
Yeah. Oh, do you hear that? That means it's trivia time. Da, da, da. Wow. So the trivia time's part of the show where we ask you 5 questions. It's just for fun. So if you get any wrong, don't worry. Don't cry yourself to sleep tonight. It's not a big deal. All right. So question number 1. You are in the state of Washington. Seattle's in the state of Washington. What country is directly north of Washington?
Canada.
Yes, it's Canada. Super easy. All right, very good. This one's a little more challenging. Directly to the south of Washington is another U.S. state. What is the name of the state directly to the south of Washington?
California.
Well, it is to the south, but what's the first one before California? There's one in between Washington and California. It's hard. This is a hard one.
Not 100% sure.
Starts with an O.
Oregon?
Yes!
Okay.
It's Oregon. Nice job. All right. Question number 3. If you choose, after your first 2 years, you could stay and work for up to a year in your field of study. That work is known as what?
I think I know what it's called in the short form.
Yeah, go ahead.
OTP?
OPT.
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 Okay.
That's right. Good
I
job.
said
We're going to
OTP.
give that to you. Yeah, you can stay and do a year of OPT.
Yeah.
Very cool. Did you consider that at all?
I have.
You have.
But since I'm going back to Dubai, I think
Just go back.
I'll just go back.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you do end up staying rather than go back, and you get your bachelor's degree in the U.S., you can also do OPT after you get your bachelor's degree. So that's one of the benefits of starting at a community college. 2 years, do a year of OPT. Another 2 years, do another year of OPT. Okay, question number 4. What is the name of the largest mountain to the southeast of us in the state of Washington?
Mount Rainier?
Yes, it's Mount Rainier. You're doing great. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, last question. This is the hardest one. What was the most recent movie that you saw in the theater?
It was a movie. I can't remember. It was a horror movie.
Oh,
I'm not into horror a whole lot, but I watched it with a friend. She wanted to watch it, so it starts with an H. I don't know if it was called Hector or it started with something.
Heretic.
Yes.
Yeah,
Heretic.
what'd you think?
Hector. Heretic. It was interesting. I wouldn't call it horror, but I would definitely call it a thriller.
Definitely a psychological thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of a funky movie. I liked it a lot.
Crazy. It was good.
It was really crazy. And the lead actor did, what's his name? Hugh Grant. He did a great job, I thought.
Oh, he did. He definitely did.
Yeah, he's psycho.
Oh,
Yeah.
some of the scenes though, I was like, wow.
Wow was right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very straight. Well, that's cool. That's a good movie. Nice job. All right. Well, you're on the Wall of Fame, man. That's really great. Good job. We only do a couple things now left in the show. So you're in the UAE, but your first language really is kind of English, yeah?
Yeah, I would say so. But the language I speak best is English.
Okay.
But I do know my first language or my mother tongue would be Hindi. Which is the language I speak I speak at home.
Oh, okay. So when you're talking to your mom.
It's like a mix of English and Hindi.
Okay.
So yeah,
Well, we always ask our student guests to say a few words in their first language. So, I mean, maybe Hindi isn't your strongest or your first language, but you do speak it at home. You do it. So do you mind saying like 10, 15 seconds worth of Hindi? And it can be whatever you want, words of encouragement or saying hi to your mom. We know that today is your mom's.
It's my mom's birthday. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mom!
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So whatever you want to say is cool.
मेरा नाम रौनक है. ये कॉलेज बहुत अच्छा है. ये टीचर बहुत अच्छे हैं. और मेरे को मज़ा आ रहा है. मैं थोड़ी देर में दुबई जाऊंगा. और हाँ, अगर तुमको अपॉर्चुनिटी आया सियाटल आने के लिए तो डेफिनेटली आ जाओ. बहुत अच्छा है.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in Dubai, just recently I told you I was there again. I hear a lot of other languages other than Arabic or English while I'm there. There's people from all over South Asia that live there. I met Sri Lankans, Bangladeshis, Indians, Pakistanis. I mean, just a whole group of people. So it's a very international community.
Very diverse.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, the final question. Now, you've been here almost 2 years. You're getting ready to graduate and head back. You have a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom probably to share. What would you tell students that are back in the region? Could be anywhere in the Gulf Coast. What kind of wisdom would you share with them or advice?
I would share that it's a great place, like the Gulf, the Middle East. It's amazing. But I think it's important to get out more because I learned a lot when I left Dubai. I learned a lot about experiences, in terms of experiences, personal growth, accountability, communication, independence. It's really important, especially in the world, the way the world is moving now. I feel like that is a very, very useful skill to have. So if you get the opportunity, I would say you definitely travel wherever you can. And this is not just for people in the Middle East. This is for everyone around the world. I feel like it would really benefit you. So coming to Seattle, I was presented with a lot of opportunities that I took that would eventually help me later in life. And yeah, I think they're going to pay off.
Cool.
I think that was really... So if you ever have the opportunity, I would say take it.
That's a good advice, yeah. I spent a year in Belgium. I thought it was a wonderful opportunity to be able to live and work and study overseas.
Yeah.
You meet so many great people. You network with a lot of people. You experience things that you never thought were possible, which is good. How's your culinary experience been here in the U.S.? Eating, how's it been for you?
I don't eat outside much. Not often.
Okay.
I do cook for myself a lot,
Yeah.
mainly Indian food.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to learn a lot before I left.
Sure.
I had to take notes on how to make certain dishes.
Right.
When I go back to Dubai, I eat what I like.
Sure.
And then come back because it's hard to replicate.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I cook Indian food, the aroma definitely fills the room.
Oh, I love it.
The smell of the spices, the fragrances.
It's wonderful.
So, yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, I had a roommate when I lived in China. One of my roommates was from India, and he would cook often. And oh man, it just always smells so good.
Yeah.
And his goal was to try to make me cry, so he kept adding more and more spices. He said, "I'm going to make it more spicy for you," and he did a pretty good job, but he never made me cry. It was very hot. But. Are you a vegetarian?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was a vegetarian.
I eat all kinds of things.
Right on. Cool. Well, thanks so much for coming on to the show.
Of course.
I could talk to you for another hour easy, no problem. You have so many cool experiences.
100%.
Appreciate you sharing your wisdom with everybody. Good luck to you as you go back
Thank you so much.
Continue your educational journey.
Thank you.
I think it's awesome. You're going to do big things. You guys, don't forget, Conversations with every Wednesday here. Every Wednesday here on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. We interview students, staff, faculty, people all over, so we can help you understand the international educational journey. Let us know in the comment section if you have any questions. We try to get back to you. Once again, thanks.
Thank you so much.
Everybody, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, please. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Conversations With is painstakingly crafted for you by the Seattle College's International Programs Department and supported by the lovely folks here on our campus. This show is produced and edited by me, Evan Franulovich. We welcome your emails and questions about coming to Seattle Colleges. Please reach out to us via our website or just give us a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts, as this helps others discover the show. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube at Seattle Colleges INTL. That's Seattle Colleges INTL. And be sure to check out all of the shows here on Conversations With. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.